Hey there, this is Dakota, about to do my second playthrough. And this time I will try for the 2-island victory. I'll continue on using Bethany Jones here. Her shield is pretty good, and she did get upgraded with the mech reactor, which is a very nice upgrade. Extra power is always very good. We'll keep on doing this Rift Squad, or Rift Walker squad. Yeah, let's go. This game reminds me a lot of an older game called Advance Wars, which was on like the Game Boy. And yeah, if you ever played that game, there was a lot of similarities with the units, I think. Alright, I'm not sure which one is easiest, but I'll just go ahead and do one that I don't think I've done yet on a recording, or uploaded recording. So I'll go to this ice island. Alright, so on the island here I think there's a lot of robots. Generally the robots can be a little finicky. So going after the stars, I want to hit these two. This one's out of the way. I don't think I'll be able to reach it, so I'll probably do like 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Take less than 3 crit damage. I think I can do that. Huh. Alright, so the monsters are kind of iced up on this one. I think they eventually de-thaw. Why go ahead and set up something like this. I want to have this in the back row in order to possibly push some of these off. So this guy's gonna unfreeze both. Yeah, that's no good. I wish it was slightly one further out here. I think, yeah, that was a mistake. I should have had him be right here. Okay. Well, I could still maybe have him hit this thing and then smash him into the wall here. I don't know if that's any good though. Might be better to maybe push this into the water. Have this guy kill this thing. Push this into the water. Have this guy smack this thing. Have this guy really would like to kill this thing somehow, some way. I don't think I can though. It makes no, I don't think there's any point in actually having some of these guys hit these things because it doesn't damage it and it's going to de-thaw anyways. So I'm going to move slightly up. I think this thing is, oh shoot. Okay, so I'm going to move this guy to the side here so he doesn't crash into the building. And I'm going to go ahead and push this into the water. I could also kill this thing, but that'll unbreak this anything anyway, so I'm not going to bother. Oh boy. 4 is a little more than I wanted, to be honest. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. This thing's gonna hit this thing anyways, so that's not that big deal. If I deal 2 damage to this thing somehow, when it does the last shot, it'll kill it. This thing seems like I could probably push him to the side here and have him kill this thing. And then what do I do with this? So what if I move this thing here, push thing this way, dealing 1 damage. I move this thing here, push this thing this way, dealing 2 damage. It'll deal 1 damage here and deal 1 damage here. And last but not least, I'll move this thing over here and shoot this thing to move this thing over here. I can't get in position to kill it. So I think this is the best I can do. These guys unfortunately don't kill each other at all. So I'm gonna hope that next turn I can still manage the 4 active shooters here. Okay, so this one moves here, kills this thing. That's 1. This thing moves here. This thing moves here, shoots this thing to the side. That's 2. And then third one probably moves here and pushes this in the water. Seems reasonable enough. Okay, down to just 2. Alright, since she's fully leveled, I probably want to have her be giving the XP kills to someone else. So something like this. Alright. Alright. For this one, I have to freeze and defend both robots. So that means I'm probably gonna have to there's some robots that malfunction and kind of do their own thing, and I have to not kill them. These ones can be a little difficult. So, okay, so I have to freeze these two laser robots with this one freeze tank. This freeze tank shoots in a beam, I believe. Yeah, so let's go ahead and set up like here, here, and here. So for the ice islands, there's these frozen ground, and if I smack the ground twice, smack the ice tile twice, it'll become water. So I have to be careful about that. What I can do here is I can shoot this thing into the water, maybe using my artillery. I can also move this thing to freeze this thing maybe. And unfortunately this one seems like it shoots in a beam. Okay, so it does shoot in beams, so I won't actually be able to Piercing beam. Reduced by range. I guess the range is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could push this thing back with my artillery. If I push it back with my artillery, then what would happen? Then it wouldn't damage the building, but it would damage the artillery. Alternatively, I can freeze this thing and then push this thing to the side instead. In which case, I can move this thing here, knock this thing into the water. If I then move this thing here, freeze this, and then lastly cast artillery on this thing, pushing my dude to the side, pushing this dude to the side. I'll have quite a few spawn though. But I'm pretty sure I have to freeze this thing. Okay, so I think I'll do that first. And I have a cannon mech that can't do anything right now. So I guess I'll have my cannon mech maybe move here. Okay, so this thing can get frozen. This one can knock this thing in here. And my tank can hopefully... My artillery should probably be pushing this thing in here. What is this thing gonna do? On death, explode all other vec. All other vec will explode on death, dealing 1 damage to adjacent. Okay. So if I push thing into here, it's gonna explode. What if I did something where... I'm trying to figure out if I can somehow kill this thing. I could possibly freeze this thing. Freeze this thing and have this thing knock this thing into here. Doesn't look like it. I think I'm gonna just have this thing survive. It might... In which case, when I knock this thing to the water, I need to have this be somewhere else. Maybe like over here. Or over here. I think over here might be... No, over here I need this spot for the artillery, so over here is fine. Okay. One down. I think this spot is fine for the icer. And that looks good. Yeah, I can't do anything with this shot. I'm gonna have a side goal of not taking damage. So I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna try to prevent myself from taking damage here. So what can I do here? Artillery. I can... What can I do here? I can have him just smash this thing. That's 1 damage. Have my artillery hit this thing, push this thing into here. It'll take 1 damage from the spawn. It won't be in the way. It'll prevent another spawn. And then maybe I can shoot it. No, I can't shoot it. I could shoot it, but then I take damage and it'd shoot me back. What if I move this thing over here? What if I move this thing over here, shot this thing, breaking my shield, but that's fine. Moving this thing to over here, smacking this thing into here, it'll deal 1 damage here. It'll deal 1 damage here. 1 damage here, 1 damage here, and then I move this thing over here, shoot right here, push it here, deal another 2nd damage. 1, 2, 3. Smack this thing. Shoot this thing, kill this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Seems the safest play. And don't really want to enter the water here. I guess. Yeah, I guess I can take a step back maybe. Alright, so here, definitely thinking about moving him here, smacking these guys together, and then maybe having our artillery push this thing in the water. I can't see an easy way for me to actually give some kill credit over to these other dudes. Yeah, this guy's just in the way, so is this guy. Alright, whatever. And let's go ahead and give kill credit over to him. Her. Alright. Pretty easy so far. Pretty straightforward. Kill 7 enemies. Sure. Alright, so we have a blast scion. Okay. Be careful how I kill these guys. Let's go ahead and move these guys over here. It's fine. Here. Alright, this looks like a pretty straightforward. I move him here, he smashes this thing, that dies. I move this thing over here, shoots him, that dies. No, I probably move this thing up too, shoot him, that dies. And then lastly, move this guy here, shoot this guy, it dies. Yep. Want to move these guys over this way to have them be more centered. I could have actually moved this guy into to block it, but I think spawning 2 plus maybe unfreezing that thing is fine. Oh shoot, I actually meant to do it in the reverse, didn't I? Alright, whatever. Yeah, that was pretty bad. This guy unbreak? Huh. Okay, so move this guy here, kill this. Move this guy back to the center location here, and move this guy maybe to here, smash this. Again, I could block some of these guys from spawning maybe, but not really worthwhile. I wonder when this thing breaks out. Alright, so definitely move this guy here, kill this thing into the wall. Move... Maybe move this guy further up here, shoot him over here. And lastly, move this one here. Shoot this thing here, pushing this thing over here, so that when he shoots and breaks this thing, the spawn will actually kill it. I think that's pretty reasonable. Alright, and here I'm definitely just gonna smash this into the wall. Wait. Is there a way for me to actually kill this thing? So this guy moves 1, 2, 3. I don't know if there's a way for me to see if I can deal 3 damage to this. I might just have to knock him into here and not kill him. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Alright. In which case, I think I want to try to have this guy kill him. Or whatever. No. Pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to kill that last one, regardless of whatever it did. And then lastly, it'll be this, defend the robots here. Defend the robots. Okay, I think the robots kind of head my way for this one. And I just need to make sure that the other dudes don't kill it. This is up. Okay. Possibly another pilot. Ooh. What is going on here? What are these robots doing to each other? Deploy a single freeze mine. So, what is this guy gonna do? Deploy a single freeze mine. Is this guy gonna attack this thing? What is this guy doing? This guy's webbed. Is this just where he's gonna move next? I have no... I'm honestly unsure what the heck's going on here. Explosive decay, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so this guy's attacking this thing. These guys don't attack at all, I see. They just drop a freeze mine. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to smack this thing around, killing this thing. Have my shooter here, my cannon, push this thing to the wall that kills that thing. Those two being down, I can maybe push this thing into the freeze. Or how to kill this thing. I can't artillery on it because then these things will die by pushing into each other. I think I can simply... Is this attacking one or two? I can push this thing into the freeze and that'll freeze it, and that might keep it more likely to be safe. And then I'll be dealing with 1, 2, 3 next turn. Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. Wait. I was fully expecting somehow to get into position to shoot this thing. But maybe I was confusing with this dude. Okay, so in that case, my artillery has to somehow handle this one. So my artillery moves here, maybe pushes this thing. Actually, now that I think about it, alright, so I'm thinking maybe moving this tank here, shooting this thing that kills it, and then since I don't think I can otherwise handle this thing, I'm thinking of having my artillery push this robot. Well, I don't want to break the time pod. Collect with a mech or defend with collect with. If I push this robot into here, does that destroy the time pod? Destroyed if damaged or trampled by the enemy. Collect with a mech. Are these guys... I don't think they're friendly. Okay. So... what to do about this? I can't artillery this thing because that'll actually kill this thing. What if I... what if I... I could have pushed this thing into here. I can push this thing into here. Alright, I'm gonna do I'm almost certain that if I push this thing into the time pod, it'll destroy the time pod. Which I would prefer not to. If I smack this thing, what is the order of attack here? NPC actions first. What is this guy's action going to be? Deploy a single freeze. It deploys it, but how does it deploy it? Does it deploy it where it stands? It seems like like the number 2 is moving to here. So that means this thing, where is this gonna move? Webbed. Okay, so this thing can't move. Alright, I just want to see what the heck's gonna go happen here. Deploy a single freeze mine. So is this gonna crash into this thing? I mean, I can't kill this thing. If I push this thing this way, it just will kill the time pod. I can't push it forward. Pod acquired. Okay, so these guys are actually good. Is this gonna die when it moves forward? What the heck is going on here? Okay. Okay. I want to say this game has a very good UI, and for the most part I can understand what's going to happen, but that one, yeah. Okay. I guess here it'll just mean I can move this thing, kill this thing with a punch. I probably want to push this thing over here. How much damage is this gonna do here? 3 damage. So I think what I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna move over here, push this guy with a punch to this thing. He's gonna eventually shoot this thing and kill it. I also want to have this thing be targeting something that is not a building, so I'll use my artillery to move this thing one over here, and then that leaves this cannon on this guy, so let's just be a straight shot. Okay, I think that's pretty reasonable. Go ahead and move slightly more towards the center here. And even though this thing's gonna kill this thing, I think, okay, I could actually leave this guy to kill this thing and have this guy do something else. But I'm not sure that there's anything else useful that he can do. He can actually shoot this thing into the wall, I guess, and that'll deal 2 more damage to this thing. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Make it slightly easier kill next turn. Good job, guys. Alright, I'm keeping these guys pretty well trapped. Alright. One shot to kill this thing, but then probably need to somehow deal with him. Move him onto here, smash this into the wall. That's a possibility. And then move this guy over here, shoot him, kill it. Actually, I sort of want to kill this thing somehow. I could push him back one into the water here. Yeah. I think that's pretty reasonable. And this thing doesn't count as taking a damage, I don't think. Breaking my shield. Alright. Alright, last turn. I'm gonna do something like have this guy kill this thing, have this guy, after this guy dies, shoot him, and then have the tank go in for the last kill. Want to make sure this guy dies first, because when I shoot him, otherwise if he's still alive then he'd be pushed into the building. I guess I could actually do this way first, really. Ooh, a sphere. Speaking of which, I think I need to upgrade this dude. Alright, she already has one power. I could power this some more. I can install my one extra reactor here. 2 on 2 tiles, okay. Third one, I sort of want it to be on this main row, so maybe I want to have it be like that instead. Yeah, I think that's fine. Ooh, right next to the water. A very strong gambit from this dude. Oh, this is very nice. Very kind of it to be placed this way. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a healthy shove on. Does this thing die if it goes in the water? Immune to water. Okay, never mind. Freak. Okay, so artillery on this thing seems pretty good. That'll kill this thing, push this thing to this thing, dealing 1 damage. Pushing this thing to here, killing it. And then move this thing here. Actually, move this thing over here probably. Smacking this thing some more. Smacking this for another 2. And then maybe moving this guy over here, shooting this thing backwards. No, never mind. I need to... Ugh, this is a little sad. Can I... Does this sphere move? Stab multiplies, push the furthest tile. Okay, so actually I can stab this thing, dealing 2 to it, pushing it 1 back. So it's going to take another damage when this thing spawns. It doesn't die, but that's pretty close to death. Since I want this thing to... I wonder if there's another way that I can cause this thing to take more damage. Artillery on this thing. Kill, 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 and then shoot it for 1 more damage. Artillery on this thing does 1 on each. Alright, I don't see a way. Actually, maybe it's better for me to move this guy here, pierce on these 2, and then this guy will push this thing here, so this will deal 1, 2, 3 damage. And then I move this guy here, shoot this thing, that deals 2 damage to this thing. And then this guy survives. Nah. No. I think this was right. This guy probably shoots this guy afterwards. Alright, so 1 damage there. And last but not least, only 2 damage on it. A little sad. Alright, Blast Scion, so everything explodes when it dies. Wonder if I can use that to my benefit here. I could artillery this thing. That'll smash this thing to the wall. This will explode, hitting 1 for damage here. Not quite, not quite. Alright, what if I artillery right here? This thing smashes into here, explodes. Not quite. What if I artillery here? This thing smashes into here. I think that explodes, dealing 1 damage. This explodes, killing it. This thing moves back here. Why is this thing so hard to get into position? I guess I could, once this, I'm really curious as to what happened what would happen if I shot this thing first. I could also shoot this thing here. This will explode here, killing this thing, killing this thing. These 2 explode, hitting this thing, hitting this thing. Actually, that chain reaction seems pretty good. I'm gonna do that first. Standing here is fine. Okay. What? Why didn't that explode? Oh, Vec. Okay, so that wasn't a Vec quite yet. Alright. A little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. If I shoot this thing explodes, this thing hits this thing. Deals 1 and 1. Push this. I think I can push this thing here. Actually, if I push this thing here, then when I artillery this thing, no, my artillery, this thing doesn't do anything. Because this thing's dead. This thing's dead. Move this thing here, shoot this thing. Alright, I think this makes the most sense right here. Alright, there we go. And maybe have this guy move here, smash that thing around. Oh, so close to using my spear. That's not a good look. This guy on him. I could move this guy here, shoot this thing. Move this guy here. Move this guy here. Smack him. He's gonna be free at that point. He can move here and maybe push this thing to the water. And then what? And then I move this thing to here and shoot this thing. I really want to be able to kill this thing. If I really want to aim to kill this thing, next turn I need to somehow deal a lot of damage. I can also just eat the damage here somehow. Like I could actually launch right here. That'll be my first damage of this mission though. So I really want to have the no damage. I could that no damage is really hard. I need to deal 4 more damage there. What if I move this thing? No, okay. Nope. Nope. I'm just gonna have to trust myself that I'll be able to kill this thing somehow in a couple turns. I think that means I need to do some hits on this thing somehow. I don't know that I can afford to waste a shot on him. I think what I need to do is move my artillery, move here, shoot right here. That kills these two. Then move this guy over here and push this guy on top of here. So that deals 1 more damage to him, 2 more damage to him. This thing's going to break the shield if I did that though. If I do that. It's gonna break the shield, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see if this works out as actually undo move. What if I, instead of doing that, move to this side, pushing this thing into here? Then it won't break the shield. Yeah, that seems slightly better. Okay, now it's only just 1 more damage. Alright, move this guy over here, smash these two together. Maybe can I somehow push this into the water? Now what I can do is I can move this guy here, shoot right here, pushing this thing into here, this kills it, then moves this guy here, pushes into the water, that kills that. And then for my final trick, I need to somehow make this not hurt me. Actually, I'm gonna move this thing back here, shoot this thing into here, and then maybe have my artillery be the one that pushes this thing to the side here, or to the side here, so that it shoots into the rock here. Yeah. I guess it makes sense to stand here. Alright. Perfect island and also no damage so far. Finish the corporate island without, what was that? Without taking damage. You have saved Pinnacle, accomplishing every mission. That is correct. So I've had her before. I guess she's better than my other pilots. Your repair drop. This is not that great. Okay. And here, reputation, ramming engines, fly in a straight line, slam into the target, pushing it and hurting yourself. Hurting yourself? I don't know about this. I guess it's on sale. Freeze yourself in target. That seems kind of pointless. Throw a rock. Okay. And then mech use bonuses. Mech use bonuses from Vex Scions. I always just kill the Scions though. What? Huh. Okay. Definitely two of that, and yeah, I'll just go with the sale item. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you next time as I try to complete this 2-island run. Alright, catch you later, bye.